Looks like it's a big ass hole, it's this guy. If it looks like it's a little tight hole, it's this guy. Little pecker, big pecker, whichever one you got. Jake got the little hole.
I like them tight.
I like them tight. Jake brought his own tap. This time on KRUESI Originals, Jake shows up with his own tap. All right, well, back on that note, Jake's back again. We're gonna do another how-to video. This is a special one for all you guys that are popping wheelies out there. Because if you're on a Dyna and you're popping wheelies, your oil bag sits like this. The pickup is right here. You do a wheelie, the oil's all down here. This thing's just sucking air now, and you got no oil to your cam chest, which runs basically off of oil pressure. But we're gonna do a real hardcore step-by-step how to mod your oil pan so you're sucking oil all the time. You want to be full suck all the time.
Hell yeah.
Otherwise, you're.
You want to do a quick run through of what we're gonna use today?
Well, we're gonna use Jake's tap. he brought this tap with him. What we got right here is 1/4 inch MPT. This is a pipe tap. It is tapered. You're gonna need this and one of these guys. We usually run like 5 or 6 inches.
It's 6 inch, yep.
A little bit of pipe dope too. I'll explain that later. You're gonna need an oil pan gasket, some blue Loctite, a torque wrench, inch-pound torque wrench, and some other tools that are gonna save your life that I'm gonna tell you where to get them, how to get them, because I guarantee you probably don't have them. If you do, you're a stud. So anyways, we're gonna get to it. First thing you gotta do, drain the transmission and drain the oil bag, because when you pull the oil bag, if you don't drain the tranny's gonna spray all over you. You don't want that. Jake's gonna start just popping all the bolts out along the bottom. You can do whatever sequence you want to. Right. KRUESI Originals, like, subscribe, ring that bell, pay attention. Yo, so this is the time, the specialty time right here. You're gonna need one of these. This is a 3/16 Allen, ball Allen key. It's got a little bit of a curve. It's a ball Allen key. You can get one from these folks over here. Hit up Robbie. He's got the tool hookup. He can ship it to you. You have to have this tool to get that little bolt out of there. I'm sure there's other ways, but this will make your life a lot easier because the frame and where the bolt is in the way to get any tool. You can't put a long ball Allen, you can't put a short little ratchety thing. This doesn't fit. That's about as small as it gets. This doesn't work. It just sits up in there and you go. Real slow, sucks, takes forever. And then you're gonna get to a point where this is gonna get stuck and you're gonna have to go back to the old needle nose and go little bits at a time. This job's 2 hours. An hour and 45 minutes is just getting that one bolt out. The rest of it is gravy. Here's this bolt. Here's the frame. There's nothing you can do. So if I got a straight one, I gotta be straight up and down, which I'm not gonna be able to get to it because of this guy. And I'm not gonna be able to turn it because of the exhaust. So if you take all this shit off, then you can use a stubby to get it loose. But this dude, with the ball Allen and a little bend in the shaft, just give her some, 700 or 800 quarter turns. Oh, I'm getting to my limit. I'm gonna have to do something else. Try to get a jack and a piece of wood. Jack the motor up. It'll raise the motor up above that a little bit, above the frame, to give yourself a little more clearance. So you can get back to going. Doing this shit over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. I just gotta get real old school with it. The best part is getting this fucker back in. This is really a rite of passage, you want a stunt ride,
Should let Jake do that.
you gotta, battle this fucking bolt once in your life. Easy peasy. Oh, you just simply turn that thing right out of there and move on to the rest of them. And then just lower the jack down, the pan will come down with it. Then we'll clean the pan out really, really good. Some brake clean or some solvent, whatever you got. And then we're gonna move on to the next step. We'll see you then. There it is, oil bag. Baffle plate. Got to modify that too. We'll go over that at the end. Clean her up. So, this is the right size. Once again, 1/4-18 NPT. That's National Pipe Thread, NPT. It has to be NPT or you're f***ed. You want it to swedge. That way it tightens onto something itself and seals itself. This is the feed hole right here of the return. This is where it picks up oil. So when you're in a wheelie, whoop, all your oil's down here. This shit's running dry. This dude will fit in here just a little bit. It's crazy that it's the perfect size hole. Just kind of finger f*** it in there a little bit. Gotta put some oil on it. Lots of oil when tapping. I'm gonna pass it over to Jake. Kind of got to hold a little pressure on it, keep it nice and straight. You'll feel it start to bite. The hole is miraculously the exact size that you need. And there, I can't remember what year they changed, but there's another size hole. There's a bigger one. You might have the bigger one. I think it is 1/2-inch MPT or 3/8 MPT. So I'm just going to tap away. Once you want to go in just a ways, it's going to be real loose for a while before it really starts putting some pressure. And once it starts like slowing down and biting, you kind of want to back up a little bit, go back in. So I'm going to go in a bit. I'm going to crank it back a little bit. That clears the threads. You don't just crank the son of a bitch down in there, that's for sure. Back it up a little bit, clean it out. You'll feel it. It starts getting like holy shit tight. And it should cut pretty easy. If it's not cutting pretty easy, back up a little bit, clean the threads out. Alright, well, I've had enough of this shit. I'm gonna pass this over to Jake. You gotta thread this thing in pretty much till she bottoms out. And then we'll run from there. Let me show you what that other size is real quick. So depending on what year you have, you've either got the small hole, which is 1/4, or they got the big hole, which is 3/8 MPT. Turn it 1/4, back it off 1/8. You know, that kind of thing. So Jake's been over here tediously cranking away on this thing. She's bottomed out. That's about as far as she goes. Don't really overthink the threads and all that stuff. As long as you get them bottomed out, it is what it is. Bottom her out. That's the point of the story. You also got to take this plug out. All this is just a porting plug for them for their tooling and stuff to go through here. This has to come out so you can clean this port out and this port out. And blow her out. Compressed air, both holes. A little bit of brake clean. Hose this thing out. You got to get all this material out of there. You got to hose the shit out of this thing and be extra hardcore at the cleaning. Through that port, through this port. Blow it out again. All right. We got a little pipe dope. This is just thread sealant, high performance from Loctite. Oh, Permatex. Put some of this on the threads. It's really just gonna hold this guy in nicely. Kind of got to feel this out, you know. You don't want to put too much pressure on it because you're going to split the case. Oh, it's pretty tight. That's pretty tight. See this pipe dope right here? And wipe all that shit off. You don't want it deteriorating and flaking out and running through your motor down the road. Your motor would probably eat it and it would be just fine, but why risk it? On to the second step. Modifying the baffle plate. Where is the baffle plate? This is the baffle plate. This guy sits in here like this. We got to channel this guy right here. We're going to take this channel and just follow it all the way down through here. Just cut it right along here and cut it along this depth. I'll show you that. That's about it. Make sure it sits flush, it doesn't rock anywhere, any of that shit. So now, new gasket, we'll put it back together. I'm gonna hand that back over to Jake. Your friendly neighborhood Jake. I like to take a few and just get them started barely so this thing can hang down and I can see the gasket to make sure that all my bolts are going through every bolt hole. Take the time to look at the gasket and look at the bolt go through the gasket. Look at the gap up here. Make sure everything is dialed. I can see the gap above the exhaust. The gasket's looking real good. Just lightly starting every bolt. Every one except for that one son of a bitch in the back. On the side right here, I'm gonna put that in dead last after I've already got the bike like all bolted back together and all that good shit. Oh, I got you already, huh, buddy? I'm just gonna take her up nice and even right now, one little bit at a time. Inch-pound torque wrench, 3-inch extension, hopefully this works. 3/16 stubby Allen socket. You can't use shit like this to torque with. This is gonna flex like crazy. It's not gonna be a true torque whatsoever. You could be putting 120 inch-pounds here and losing 100 of those 20 through this shit right here, so that ain't right. This isn't really the best way of doing it either. To have true torque, it should be straight off the torque wrench. Running an extension and all that's not the right way to do it, but it's the only way you're gonna do it in this situation. So an extension is gonna flex a lot less than old skinny ass Alan over there. Alan, he's a skinny motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But my name's Alan. Oh, wait a second. I'm not skinny. I'm a goddamn president of Mohican Air. So these are 1/4 bolts. That means they're 120 inch-pounds. I'm gonna go on just your old basic star pattern on this. I'm gonna like jump around, star pattern, you know. Start in the corners, then I'm gonna hit the middle, then I'm gonna work my way out. And then I'm gonna go to the part where I started, and I'm gonna go all the way around it in a circle to make sure I didn't miss a single one of them. Well, except for this guy. We're leaving this guy out till the last very moment. Once everything is torqued, the gasket's compressed as much as possible, and then we're just gonna put her in with our fingers. I'm gonna start at this corner right here, and I'm gonna go all the way back around just to make sure that they're all torqued. I didn't miss anything. It just ensures myself in knowing that I'm not gonna have a leaky bitch down the road. And it's not gonna over torque or change the torque on shit because they're already torqued. Alright, that's the last of this torque wrench right here. Always zero out your torque wrench. Oh my god. It's at this point I handed it over to Jake. Once you get that bolt just easily popped right back up in there, get the old turn knob here and just give her hell. Just crank that bitch tight. You ain't gonna get it over tight with this. You gotta be careful not to blow the top out because it is a ball down. You gotta hold it in there tight and in place and just steady and strong. And then she's done. Oil. Put oil in it. Don't forget to put transmission fluid in it. That would probably ruin your day. Take her for a good test ride. Bring it back. Put your hands under there. Rub them around the old oil bag when it's not hot. Make sure it's not leaking any oil anywhere. Check your oil levels. Go have some fun. That's pretty much it. I'm closing on that. And on that note, I'm Ryan KRUESI. This is KRUESI Originals. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, like, subscribe. Check out some of our other videos. Most of them are pretty funny and pretty awesome and informative. And some are pointless, but they're funny. Check us out, KRUESI Originals, KRUESIOriginals.com for all your motorcycle and apparel needs and parts, accessories, everything you need is on there. And check us out on Instagram, Facebook, not so much, all that good shit. Thank you, peace.